Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. I'm a 32-year-old zero-based cashless budgeter and stuffer, and today we're going to be doing a cash condensing. So if you've never seen one of these before, essentially what this is just taking some larger bills and replacing the smaller bills in my envelope with those bills so that they are less full and that we have less bills to count whenever we do our cash counting. So I have here $1,000 in $100 bills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also have a couple of placeholders. So I have one 500 and two 1000s. I don't know how many of those I'm going to need, but I'd rather have more than not enough. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. So we do not do my variable expenses. I'm in and out of those envelopes so often that it's not worth condensing because I do need the smaller bills to make change whenever I do my unstuffings. So we're gonna start with my high priority binder. So we're gonna start off with car costs. So we have $475 in this envelope. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me actually do a quick little swap here. Take out 100 and put in two 50s just so we have some 50s available. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we should still have $475 in this envelope, just in fewer bills. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 75. And that's all condensing is just swapping out those big bills for small bills. Or small bills for big bills. All right, up next we have debt payoff. So we should have $110 in here. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So I will hold a 10. Change all of these for 100, and we still have 110. Up next is festivals. It is currently negative, so we're going to go ahead and skip her. And then we have gifts. So we have $80 in gifts. So we have 50, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we have 50, 70, and $80 in gifts. Up next is taxes. We have $330 in taxes. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 1, 20, 80, 95, 100. Five, 10, 15, 20, 5 and 10. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 30 in taxes. And that is everything for my high priority binder. I didn't get a before shot of her being plumpy, but she is now nice and slim, which is the goal. We don't want to damage the envelopes because having too many bills in them makes them very plump and they don't hold up as well, especially mine because I handmade them, so they're not, the best. All right, so moving into my low priority binder, starting off with body mods. We had $35 at the last check-in. So we have 20, 30, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, so we'll change that for a 2. And then we have 20, 30, 5, 40. So let me change these for a 20. So we have $43 in body mods now. So I'm marking this as June because today for me is the last day of June, actually. So it was 43, right? $43. So we're adding $8 to the envelope since April. So 2 months we've added $8, which I do $1 a week in this envelope, so that makes sense. Up next we have electronics. So we have 30, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. And I can do a 10 and 2 5s for 20. So we now have $42. And we had 34, so that is adding 8. It's the same thing, I do $1 a week in this envelope, so it makes perfect sense that we have $8 more than 2 months ago. These get a little bit smudgy, so I just am not patient enough to wait for it to fully dry before I move on, because we'd be here all day. All right, fitness, I cannot condense, I have $11, but I am going to update the tracker. So we're taking out 4, so we now have 11. I did spend some money on a couple different things, so it makes sense that we have less than we did at the last check-in. Yeah. All right, up next we have hair and lashes. We had $160 last check-in. We have 150, 70, 5, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can change 2, oh, I can't do that. So I should have 1 of each, it looks like. So 150, 70, 85, 86, so 186. So that's adding $26 over the last 2 months. My hair appointment is in a month, it's the very last day of July, I think. No, it's the 29th of July, so I do need to add another like $40 or so in here. But the next time we do a condensing, which will probably maybe in July, might be in August, this envelope should be pretty bare if there's anything left in here. Okay, up next is shindigs and shenanigans. We have $6, so I cannot do any condensing, but I am gonna go ahead and update the tracker. So we're taking out 19, so we have 6, which I have done. I went on a trip to Florida with my friend, so I spent money out of shindigs for that. And then also, no, that's it. I just went on a trip with my friend. I'm planning on going to the 4th of July with her this weekend to go to some fireworks, so I'll have to pay for like parking out of that as well. All right, shopping is up next. We have 20, 40, 65. Can't do anything as far as actually I can do, let me update the tracker first so it dries. I'm all over the place. So we're adding 16, so we have 65. So I'm gonna change the 60s for a 50 and a 10. So now we have 50, 65 in shopping. And the final envelope in my my low priority is travel. We have $6, so I cannot do any condensing there. And I'm pulling out 104, so I have $6 left, which again, use this money on my trip with my friend to Florida. So it makes sense that we have significantly less money than we did at the last update. Which was actually whenever I got back from my trip. All right, so see, this binder is much thinner. Our envelopes are looking in good shape. We are all good there. Final binder. We have some thick boys in here, as you can see, is my long-term savings. So we're gonna start off with 52 cats, which is my version of the 52-week challenge. So you can see we have this bottom row almost completely done, and then we have a couple of other cats throughout the challenge. So we have 500, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 2, and 1. So let me actually break another 100 for 2 more 50s. Maybe eventually I'll get like the ratio down. All right, so 500, 20, 40, 50. And I can't do anything else there. So in 52 cats now, we have 500, 50, 60, 2, and 3, $563, which this challenge is $13.78, I believe, when it's done. So we are almost halfway there. And see, this envelope is starting to rip a little bit. So this is what happens whenever you put too many bills in your envelopes. All right, up next we have cats, which is my children's emergency fund. So we have 150, 20, 40, and 1. So we cannot do anything there. And each cat is worth $100, so we actually can't color in a tracker either. Or a cat on the tracker either. So that is all good. Okay, home improvement has had a large increase because I got my my check from my insurance company for my roof, and I also moved $900 from another envelope into this envelope to pay for additional repairs to my roof that my insurance doesn't think that that is worth them covering. So we have a lot of money in here now, so let's go ahead and thin her out. So we have 1, 2, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll hold 4, and I'll change 5 of these for a 500. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can change all these ones for a 5. So we now have 1, 2, 3,500, 6, 7, 8, 900, 5, and 7. So 1,000, $3,500 and $3,907. So so that is an addition of $3,897 in order to repair my roof. So this is still a pretty thick stack just because I have 4 $100 bills as well as the 3 1,000s. So still pretty plump, but it is thinner than it was. So we'll take some small wins here. Up next we have medical, which is my medical emergency fund. So we have 5, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. So we have $16 in medical now. For 16, which I did, I think, have to spend for something. I don't remember what it was. So we have less than we had last time. Which is not ideal. We do want these envelopes to be getting more money in them, not less money, but life happens. All right, up next is month ahead. So we have 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so close. But I can change these 4 1s for 2 2s. And we now have 20, 40, 5, 7, 9. Each of the piggies on my tracker is worth $20, which means we do get to color in another piggy on the tracker. Which, if you remember, we did have a good number of these colored in at one point before, but I had to drain my emergency funds for my roof deductible. So we're slowly building back up again. Up next is Roundup. She is thick, so let's go ahead and take care of her. So we have $400 in here. So we have 100, 51, 52, 1, 2, 3, no, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 97, 99, 100. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're $100 away from this challenge being done and reallocated to my other envelopes. Final envelope is wedding. We had $48 the last time, and my relationship status is updated a couple of times since then. So it's stuff based on my relationship status: $1 when I'm single, $2 for talking, $5 for casually dating, $10 for seriously dating, and then we'll figure out higher options from there. But we got to get out of the single stage right now. So we had $40 plus 5, 10. Bills are a mess. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4. And then 20, 40, 50. So we have $64 now in a wedding. So we're adding $16. Which, considering I was single for most of that time, not too bad. We'll take it. Okay. So, all that we have left to do now is to add up all of the bills in here. We should have $1,000 if I did everything right. So let me pull out these extra, the two $1,000 placeholders. Turn on the calculator. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So glad that I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I messed up somewhere, but you know what? We're going with it. 800 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up. Plus 200. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. Oh, this is thick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I remember that I did start with a $500 placeholder, so I did start with $1,500 in my tray, so we have $1,500 to end, so I did it right. I didn't mess up. If you've watched my other condensings, I've always, I think, been off by a couple of dollars, a couple of ones here and there, but we did everything right. We have all of our bills left in our tray, so we can add those into our other prop cash, and we have plenty of bills to keep stuffing with for the next month or two. So that is going to be it for this video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next videos.